You ever hear a sound that ain't supposed to be there, like it's coming from nowhere and everywhere at once? I'm Vincent, a piano tuner from Seattle, and I swear I'm not crazy, but something's got me shook. It's Saturday, May 24th, 2025, 11:08 a.m., and I am sitting in my beat-up van outside an old conservatory that has been shut down since the 80s. I'm here for a gig, but I'm already getting bad vibes and I haven't even stepped inside yet. I'm telling you this because I need someone to hear me out before this place messes with my head for good. I got the call last week. A guy named Mr. Hargrove, some big-shot estate manager, needed a piano tuned at the old Harrow Conservatory. The place used to be a fancy music school, all marble halls and chandeliers, but it shut down after some scandal in '87. Hargrove said they were fixing it up to sell, and the piano in the main hall needed work. The pay was good, too good if you ask me, so I said yes even though my gut was screaming no. I showed up this morning, my toolkit rattling in the passenger seat, and parked outside. The building looked like a ghost. Windows boarded, ivy choking the walls, and a silence that felt heavy, like it was waiting for something. I grabbed my stuff and headed in, the front door creaking like it hadn't been opened in years. Inside, it was a time capsule. Dusty sheet music on the floor, a cracked bust of Beethoven, and a faint smell of mildew. The main hall was straight ahead, a huge room with a vaulted ceiling and rows of empty seats, all facing a stage where a grand piano sat, covered in a tattered cloth. I set my toolkit down, my footsteps echoing too loud, and pulled the cloth off. The piano was a beauty, a Steinway from the 40s, but it felt off, like it was watching me. I started tuning, plucking a key, A4 440 Hz, but the note came out wrong, too low, almost hollow. I adjusted the pin, played again, and the sound shifted, like a whole orchestra tuning up behind me. I froze, my heart kicking up. I was alone, but I swear I heard violins, a cello, a faint drum roll, all fading into a whisper. "Don't play." The voice was soft, layered, like a dozen people speaking at once. I spun around, my flashlight swinging, but the hall was empty. Just shadows and dust motes in the dim light. I laughed it off, figuring I was just tired, but my hands shook as I sat back down. That's when I saw it. Under the piano bench, a yellowed partitura, the cover reading, Symphony of the Still E. Marwood, 1947. I'd never heard of Marwood, but the name felt heavy, like I should know it. I flipped it open, the pages brittle, and the notes looked wrong, like they didn't follow any scale I knew. I'm no maestro, but I can read music, and this was chaos, chords that shouldn't work, rhythms that felt alive. At the bottom, in faded ink, was a note: to be played once, or never. The air got cold, real cold, and that whisper came back, clearer. "Don't play. It waits." I dropped the partitura, my breath fogging, which ain't normal for May. My flashlight flickered and I saw it, a shadow, tall and shapeless, standing in the back row of seats facing me. No face, just a void, but I felt its stare, heavy and sad, like it was begging me to stop. I couldn't move, couldn't breathe, just sat there as the shadow drifted closer. The orchestra sound swelling, then fading as it vanished. The hall was silent again, but the cold lingered and that whisper echoed, "It waits." I grabbed my toolkit and bolted, the partitura still on the floor, my heart pounding as I locked myself in the van. My watch said 11:45 a.m., less than an hour, but it felt like forever. I'm writing this now because I'm freaked out and I don't know what's going on. That shadow, that music, it's like the conservatory's alive and it knows me. I'm supposed to go back tomorrow, finish the job, but I'm scared. I don't know what it is or what it's waiting for, but it's tied to that partitura, and I think I just woke it up. I'm telling you this because I'm rattled, and I need to know I ain't alone. If you've ever felt a place come alive like it's got a secret it won't let go, tell me, because I need to hear it before I go back to that hall tomorrow. You ever hear a sound that sticks with you, like it's carved into your brain and won't let go? I'm Vincent, a piano tuner from Seattle, and if you caught my last entry, you know I'm working a gig at the Harrow Conservatory, an old music school that's been shut down since the 80s. Yesterday I found a partitura called Symphony of the Still, heard an orchestra that wasn't there, and saw a shadow that told me, "Don't play." It's Saturday, May 24th, 2025, 11:18 a.m., and I'm back at the conservatory trying to keep my cool. I'm telling you this because I'm in over my head, and I need someone to hear me before this place takes me down. After yesterday, I was a wreck. That shadow, the whisper, it waits, kept me up all night, pacing my apartment with the lights on, jumping at every creak. I didn't take the partitura, left it under the bench, but I couldn't stop thinking about it. Who was E. Marwood? Why'd it feel alive? I called my buddy Theo, a music history nerd, and asked about Marwood. He got quiet, then said, "Elliot Marwood. He was a maestro here in the 40s, disappeared in 47 right after a big show. Rumor was he went nuts, said his music could trap the silence. Creepy stuff." My gut twisted. Trap the silence? That's what the partitura felt like, silent but heavy, waiting. I had to go back. Hargrove's paying me to finish the job, and I ain't one to bail. So here I am, 11:18 a.m., stepping into the conservatory again. The air's thicker today, the silence louder if that makes sense. I head straight to the main hall, the piano sitting there like it's been waiting for me. The partitura is still under the bench, untouched, but the cover looks darker, the ink sharper, like it's fresh. I mutter into my recorder, May 24, 2025, 11:20 a.m., Harrow Conservatory Main Hall, and pick it up, my hands shaky. The whisper starts, faint like a breeze. "Don't play, it's here." I ignore it, flipping through the pages looking for clues. At the back there's a note in pencil, different handwriting, Marwood's maybe. "The symphony must be played, nor it takes." Takes what? I'm no detective, but this ain't normal. I set the partitura on the stand, figuring I'll play a few notes, see what happens. I ain't a maestro, but I can handle a melody. I press the keys, first bar, a slow, haunting chord, and the hall comes alive. Violins, cellos, a whole orchestra swells around me, but no one's here. The sound's beautiful but wrong, like it's pulling at me, and the whisper cuts through, sharp. It's here. It waits. The cold hits, my breath fogging, and my vision blurs. I'm still at the piano, but the hall's different. Brighter, fuller, like it's 1947. The seats are packed with shadows, not people, their forms blurry, all facing the stage. A man in a suit, Marwood I think, stands at the podium conducting, his face pale, eyes empty. The music swells, but it's too much, like it's sucking the air out, and Marwood turns to me, whispering, "Finish it. Or it takes." Then I'm back, my hands on the keys, the hall empty, the partitura open to a new page I didn't see before. Notes scratched in, frantic, like someone wrote them in a panic. I stumble back, my heart racing, the recorder still running. Just saw Marwood, I think, 1947, shadows in the seats. My voice shakes as I play it back, and there's static, then a deep, layered whisper. "Finish it." Not mine. My hands tremble as I check the partitura. The new page has a title inked in red. The still takes. I don't know what it means, but it feels like a warning or a threat. The cold lingers, and that whisper keeps going, circling me. It waits. It takes. I can't leave it alone. I need answers. I head to the conservatory's library, a dusty room off the hall, looking for records on Marwood. The shelves are a mess, books half rotted, but I find a ledger from 1947. Marwood's name is everywhere, rehearsals, performances, but the last entry, May 24th, 1947, says, E. Marwood final rehearsal, Symphony of the Still, canceled, maestro missing. My gut twists. Missing, same day, 78 years ago. There's a photo clipped to the page. Marwood at the podium mid-performance with a shadow behind him, tall and shapeless, just like the one I saw. The cold spikes, and my vision hits again. I'm in the hall, 1947, Marwood conducting, the shadow growing, the music swallowing everything. Marwood turns, his face hollow, and says, "It takes. Finish it." I'm back in the library, the ledger on the floor, my recorder catching my gasps, then a soft, "Finish it," in that layered voice. My watch says 12 p.m., 40 minutes lost, just like that. I grab the photo, the partitura, and bolt to my van, the conservatory feeling alive, watching me leave. I'm writing this now, trying to make sense of it. Marwood, the symphony, the shadow, it's all connected, and I think I'm caught in it. I'm supposed to finish the job tomorrow, but I'm scared. That music, that whisper, it's like the partitura's alive, pulling me into something I can't escape. If you've ever felt a sound take over, like it's got a hold on you, tell me, because I need to know I ain't alone before I go back to that piano tomorrow. You ever feel like you're chasing a mystery that's chasing you back? Like it's got you in its grip and won't let go? I'm Vincent, a piano tuner from Seattle, and if you've been with me, you know I'm stuck in this creepy gig at the Harrow Conservatory, a shut-down music school from the 80s. I found a partitura called Symphony of the Still, heard an orchestra that wasn't there, and saw a shadow that's tied to a maestro named Elliot Marwood, who vanished in 1947. It's Saturday, May 24th, 2025, 11:36 a.m., and I'm back at the conservatory, trying to keep my head on straight. I'm telling you this because I'm rattled, and I need someone to hear me before this place pulls me under for good. After yesterday, I was a mess. That vision of Marwood conducting in 1947, the shadow in the seats, the partitura changing, it stuck with me like a bad dream. I barely slept, crashing on my couch with the lights on, the photo of Marwood and that shadow staring back from my table. I couldn't shake the whisper, "Finish it," like it was burned into my brain. I called Theo again, asking more about Marwood. He dug deeper, found an old article. Maestro Elliot Marwood, 38, disappeared after a rehearsal on May 24, 1947. Colleagues reported he was obsessed with a piece called Symphony of the Still, claiming it could hold the silence forever. Search ongoing. My gut twisted. Same day, 78 years ago, and that phrase, "hold the silence," felt too close to what I'd felt. I had to go back. Hargrove's still on my case about the piano, and I'm too stubborn to quit. So here I am, 11:36 a.m., stepping into the conservatory again. The air's heavier today, the silence almost buzzing, like it's waiting for me. I head to the main hall, the piano sitting there like it knows I'm coming. The partitura's on the stand where I left it, but the new page, the still takes, looks darker, the ink almost wet. I turn on my recorder, muttering, May 24th, 2025, 11:37 a.m., Harrow Conservatory, main hall, and sit down, my hands shaky. The whisper starts, low and urgent. "Finish it. It takes. I ain't playing it. Not yet." I flip through the partitura looking for more clues and find another note scratched in the margin. The still waits. It holds. Don't finish. It's Marwood's handwriting, same as the photo, but it's frantic, like he wrote it in a panic. My heart races. What's the still? I decide to test it, just one more chord to see what happens. I press the keys. A slow, dissonant note, and the hall erupts. The orchestra swells, violins and cellos echoing. But it's wrong, like the sound's pulling at my chest, trying to drag me somewhere. The whisper cuts through, sharp. "Finish it, or it takes." The cold hits hard, my breath fogging and my vision blurs. I'm in the hall, 1947 again, but it's emptier. Marwood's at the podium alone, conducting shadows that aren't there. The seats are filled with voids, their shapes shifting, all staring at me. Marwood's face is hollow, his eyes black, and he whispers, "The still. It holds. Don't let it take." The music slows, the air thick, and I feel it. A void, endless, pulling at me like it's trying to swallow me whole. Then I'm back, my hands on the keys, the partitura open to another new page, titled "The Still Holds," with notes that look like they're moving, shifting on the paper. I stumble back, my heart pounding, the recorder catching my ragged breathing. Another vision, Marwood, the still, it's alive. I play it back, and there's static, then a deep, layered whisper. It holds. Not mine. My hands shake as I check the partitura. The new page has a drawing, scratched in ink, a shadow, tall and shapeless, standing over a piano, with the words, "It waits," beneath it. The cold's worse, and that whisper keeps going, circling me like a predator. Finish it. It takes. It holds. I need answers. I can't keep playing blind. I head to the conservatory's basement, a place I avoided till now, looking for more records. The stairs creak, the air damp, and I find a storage room, boxes of old programs and photos. One box is labeled Marwood 1947, and inside I find a journal. His, I think. The last entry, May 24th, 1947, reads, "The symphony of the still is alive. It holds the silence, but it takes the player. I can't stop. It waits for me to finish." My stomach drops. Takes the player? Is that what happened to him? There's a photo attached. Marwood at the piano, mid-performance, the shadow behind him, its form clearer, almost human, but not. The cold spikes, and my vision hits again. I'm in the hall, 1947, Marwood at the piano now, playing, the shadow growing, the music slowing time. He looks at me, his face fading, and whispers, "Don't finish." It holds. I'm back in the basement, the journal on the floor, my recorder catching my gasps, then a soft, "It holds," in that layered voice. My watch says 12:15 p.m., almost 40 minutes lost again. I grab the journal, the photo, and bolt upstairs, the conservatory humming like it's alive, watching me. I'm in my van now, writing this, trying to keep it together. Marwood, the symphony, the still. It's all connected, and I'm caught in it. I'm supposed to finish the piano tomorrow, but I'm terrified. That music, that shadow, it's like the partitura, pulling me into a void I can escape. If you've ever felt something take over, like it's rewriting your reality, tell me, because I need to know I ain't alone before I face that piano again. You ever feel like you're being pulled into something you can't escape, like it's rewriting who you are? I'm Vincent, a piano tuner from Seattle, and if you've been with me, you know I'm stuck in this nightmare at the Harrow Conservatory, a music school abandoned since the 80s. I found a partitura called Symphony of the Still, tied to a maestro named Elliot Marwood, who vanished in 1947. And every time I play it, I hear an orchestra that ain't there and see shadows that want me to finish it. It's Saturday, May 24th, 2025, 12:17 p.m., and I'm back at the conservatory, losing my grip. I'm telling you this because I'm scared out of my mind, and I need someone to hear me before I'm gone for good. After yesterday, I was a wreck. That vision of Marwood in 1947, the shadow growing, the partitura changing with the still holds. It's all I can think about. I didn't sleep, just sat in my apartment, staring at Marwood's journal and that photo, the whisper, "It holds," looping in my head. The journal said the symphony takes the player, and I can't shake the feeling it's after me. I called Theo again, desperate for more on Marwood. He found an old interview with a violinist who worked with him in 47. She said, Elliot was obsessed, said the symphony could freeze time, hold the silence, but it came with a price. He'd lock himself in the hall for hours muttering about the still. After he disappeared, we never played it again. My gut twisted. Freeze time? That's what I felt in the visions, like time stopped. I had to go back. I ain't done with the piano, and Hargrove's breathing down my neck. So here I am, 12:17 p.m., stepping into the conservatory again. The air's thick, like it's holding its breath, and the silence feels alive, humming with something I can't place. I head to the main hall, the piano waiting, the partitura on the stand. The new page, the still holds, looks darker, the notes almost pulsing, like they're alive. I turn on my recorder, muttering, May 24, 2025, 12:18 p.m., Harrow Conservatory main hall, and sit down, my hands trembling. The whisper starts sharp and urgent. Finish it. It holds. It takes. I ain't touching the keys, not yet. I pull out Marwood's journal, looking for more clues. A page near the end catches my eye, dated May 23, 1947. The still is the void. It holds the silence, but it takes the soul. I played too much, and now it waits. I can't stop. My heart races. What's the still? A place? A thing? I flip to the partitura, and the new page has another note in Marwood's handwriting. The still waits, don't finish, it holds forever. My stomach drops. Forever? Is that what happened to him? I'm starting to think the still is what's pulling me into these visions, trying to hold me too. I can't resist, I need to know. I play a single note, just one, a low C, and the hall erupts. The orchestra swells, violins and cellos echoing, but it's heavier, like the sounds wrapping around me, pulling me down. The whisper cuts through a snarl. Finish it. It holds. The cold hits, my breath fogging, and my vision blurs. I'm in the hall, 1947. Marwood at the piano now, playing, his face fading, the shadow behind him growing, its form almost human, but not. The seats are empty, but I feel them. Voids, watching, waiting. Marwood looks at me, his voice a hollow echo. The still, it takes, don't finish. The music slows, time stops, and I feel it. The still, a void, endless, pulling at me, whispering my name. Vincent, finish it. I'm back, my hands on the keys, the partitura open to another new page. The still calls. The notes are chaotic, scratched in, and there's a drawing of the shadow, its form clearer, standing over the piano with "It calls" beneath it. My heart's pounding, the recorder catching my gasps. Another vision, the still, it's calling me. I play it back and there's static, then a deep, layered whisper. It calls, not mine. The cold's unbearable, and that whisper keeps going, circling me. Finish it. It holds. It calls. I need more. I can't stop now. I head to the conservatory's old office, a room off the hall, looking for anything on the still. The door's stuck, but I shove it open, finding a desk buried in papers. I dig through, finding a program from May 24, 1947, the day Marwood vanished. It lists Symphony of the Still as the final piece with a note. Performance canceled, maestro unwell. Unwell my ass. He was taken. There's a letter too from Marwood to the director. The still is alive. It calls me. I can't stop playing. It holds. My hands shake as I read it. The still ain't just a void, it's something more. Something that wants the symphony finished. The cold spikes, and my vision hits again. I'm in the hall, 1947, Marwood playing. The shadow now part of him, his form fading into it. The music's slow, time frozen, and he whispers. It calls. Don't finish. I'm back in the office, the letter on the floor, my recorder catching my ragged breathing, then a soft, it calls, in that layered voice. My watch says 1 p.m., over 40 minutes lost again. I grab the letter, the program, and bolt to the hall, the conservatory humming like it's alive, watching me. I'm in my van now, writing this, trying to hold it together. The still, Marwood, the symphony, it's all connected, and I'm caught in its pull. I'm supposed to finish the piano tomorrow, but I'm terrified. That music, that shadow, it's like the still's calling me, trying to hold me forever. If you've ever felt something pull you in like it's taking over your reality, tell me, because I need to know I ain't alone before I face that piano again. You ever feel like you're fighting something you can't see? Like it's got you cornered and there's no way out? I'm Vincent, a piano tuner from Seattle, and if you've been with me, you know I'm tangled up in this nightmare at the Harrow Conservatory, an abandoned music school from the 80s. That partitura, Symphony of the Still, tied to a maestro named Elliot Marwood who vanished in 1947, is pulling me into visions of a void called the Still, whispering, finish it, or it holds. It's Saturday, May 24th, 2025, 12:25 p.m., and I'm back at the conservatory ready to end this, or lose myself trying. I'm telling you this because I'm on the edge and I need someone to hear me before I'm gone for good. After yesterday, I was a zombie. That vision of Marwood fading into the shadow, the letter saying, the still takes the soul, the partitura changing with the still calls. It's been eating at me. I didn't sleep, just sat with Marwood's journal and that photo, the whisper, it calls, haunting me like a stuck record. I called Theo one last time, begging for anything else. He found a cryptic note in a music archive. Marwood's final rehearsal was to test the still, a silence so deep it traps the player in its echo. He played too much, and it held him. My gut sank. Traps the player? That's what I've been feeling. Like I'm being pulled into something I can't escape. I had to stop it. I ain't letting the still take me like it did Marwood. It's 12:25 p.m. now, and I'm back at the conservatory, recorder on. May 24, 2025, 12:26 p.m., Harrow Conservatory main hall, I mutter, stepping inside. The air's thick, the silence buzzing, and the piano's waiting. The partitura open to the still calls. I'm done running. I grab the partitura, figuring if I destroy it I can break the still's hold. I tear the pages, my hands shaking, the whisper starting, sharp and angry. Finish it. It holds. Don't break. I ignore it, ripping the pages, scattering them on the floor, and the hall trembles. The orchestra swells, violins and cellos echoing, but it's chaotic, like it's fighting back. The cold hits, my breath fogging, and my vision blurs. I'm in the hall, 1947. Marwood at the piano tearing the same partitura, the shadow growing, its form blending with him. The seats fill with voids, their stares heavy, and Marwood whispers, "Don't break. It holds. Finish it." The music slows, the still pulling at me. A void so deep I feel my mind slipping. Then I'm back. The page is intact on the stand, the partitura whole again like I never touched it. My heart's racing, the recorder catching my ragged breaths. Tried to destroy it, didn't work. I play it back and there's static, then a deep, layered whisper. It holds. Not mine. The cold's worse and that whisper turns into a hum circling me. Finish it, it takes. I ain't giving up. I grab my toolkit, pull out a hammer, and start smashing the piano keys, figuring if the instrument's the source I can stop it. The wood cracks, the strings snap, and for a moment the hall goes silent, the whisper fading, the cold lifting. I laugh, a shaky, crazy sound, thinking I've won. But it doesn't last. The pressure hits, my body locks, and the shadow's back, towering, its form clearer, Marwood's face hollow, fading into the void. The cold spikes and the whisper roars, "Vincent, you made it." The piano's whole again, the keys repaired, the partitura open to a new page, the still takes all. The notes are wild, shifting, and the drawing shows the shadow, now with my face standing over the piano. My vision blurs. I'm in 1947. Marwood smashing the piano, me watching, the shadow binding us, the music restarting. I'm back, gasping, the hall unchanged, the shadow's voice in my head. "You made it, it takes all." I bolt downstairs, the conservatory humming, the cold chasing me. I grab my recorder, my voice shaking. The piano's back, the still's stronger. Outside 1:00 p.m., 35 minutes lost, my mind's a mess. I tried to break it, but the still rewrote it like it never happened. Back at my van, I checked the partitura I took. It's blank now, but the whisper's still there, faint. Finish it, it takes all. Takes all what? My soul, my time? I don't know, but I'm scared it's winning. I dig into Marwood's journal again, finding a page I missed. The still is the echo. It takes all who play. Only silence can stop it. Silence? I don't get it, but I'm desperate. I head back inside to the hall and sit at the piano. Not playing, just listening. The whisper grows, a chant. Finish it, it takes all. The cold spikes and my vision hits. I'm Marwood, me silent, the shadow fading, the hall still. I wake up, the piano silent, the shadow gone. But the partitura's on a new page. The still ends with a note. Silence holds. I think I did it. Silence stopped it. But as I leave, 1:30 p.m., the whisper returns, soft. Vincent, it takes all. The partitura is back on the stand, the piano humming. My gut twists. I didn't break it, I made it worse. The recorder catches my laugh, then a deep, "It takes all," fading into static. I'm terrified. The still's still here and I don't know how to escape. I'm telling you this because I'm breaking. If you've ever felt something take over, like it's rewriting your world, tell me, because I need to know I ain't alone before the still takes all of me tomorrow. Ever hear a sound that ain't supposed to be there, like it's coming from nowhere and everywhere at once? I'm Vincent, a piano tuner from Seattle, and I swear I'm not crazy, but this gig at the Harrow Conservatory has got me shook. If you've been with me, you know I found a partitura called Symphony of the Still, tied to a maestro named Elliot Marwood who vanished in 1947, and every time I mess with it, I hear an orchestra that ain't there and see a shadow pulling me into a void called the Still. It's Saturday, May 24th, 2025, 12:29 p.m., and I'm back at the conservatory, losing my mind. I'm telling you this because I don't know what's real anymore, and I need someone to hear me before I'm stuck here forever. After yesterday, I was a shell. That vision of Marwood fading into the shadow, my failed attempt to destroy the partitura and piano, the whisper, it takes all. It's been haunting me like a ghost I can't shake. I didn't sleep, just sat in my van, staring at the journal, the photo, the blank partitura, the whisper looping in my head. The journal said silence might stop it, but when I tried, the Still came back stronger, rewriting everything. I called Theo one last time, my voice cracking, asking about the Still ends. He found a fragment. Marwood believed the Still was the echo's end. Silence keeps it, but playing frees it. He couldn't stop. My gut sank. Silence keeps it. I thought I had it, but I made it worse. I had to end it. I ain't letting the Still take me. It's 12:29 p.m. now, and I'm back at the conservatory, recorder on. May 24, 2025, 12:30 p.m., Harrow Conservatory main hall. I mutter, stepping inside. The air's thick, the silence buzzing, and the piano's waiting. The partitura open to The Still Takes All. I'm done fighting. I sit at the piano, not playing, just listening, figuring silence might hold it like Marwood's note said. The whisper starts, low and insistent. Finish it. It takes all. I close my eyes, staying quiet, and the hall trembles. The orchestra swells, violins and cellos echoing, but it's fading like it's fighting to stay. The cold hits, my breath fogging, and my vision blurs. I'm in the hall, 1947. Marwood at the piano, silent, the shadow towering, its form blending with him. The seats fill with voids, their stares heavy, and Marwood whispers. Silence holds, but it takes all. The music slows, the Still pulling at me, a void so deep I feel my mind slipping, voices calling my name. Vincent, finish it. Then I'm back, the hall still, the whisper gone, the piano silent. I think I did it. Silence worked. The recorder catches my shaky laugh, then silence, no static, no echo. But it doesn't last. The pressure hits, my body locks, and the shadow's back, taller, its face, Marwood's then mine, fading into the void. The cold spikes and the whisper roars, Vincent, you made it. The piano hums, the partitura flips to a new page. The Still Takes All forever, the notes wild, shifting. A drawing of the shadow with my face standing over me. My vision blurs. I'm Marwood, me, silent. The shadow binding us. The music restarting. The hall looping back to 1947. I wake up, the piano hole, the partitura on the stand, the whisper in my head. You made it. It takes all forever. I bolt downstairs, the conservatory groaning, the cold chasing me. I grab my recorder, my voice trembling. Tried silence, it didn't work. It's looping. Outside, 1 p.m., 30 minutes lost. My mind's a mess. I thought silence would stop it, but the Still rewrote it, trapping me in a cycle. Back in my van, I check the partitura. It's back, the pages filled, the whisper faint. Finish it. It takes all forever. Takes all what? My soul, my time, myself? I don't know, but I'm scared it's done. I dig into the journal one last time, finding a final page smeared. The Still Takes All. The echo never ends. Only silence holds, but I played. It holds me. My heart sinks. I played too much, and now I'm caught. I head back inside to the hall and sit again, silent, hoping to break it. The whisper grows, a chant. Finish it. It takes all forever. The cold spikes and my vision loops. I'm Marwood, me, silent, the shadow fading, the hall still, then restarting, the piano calling, the shadow waiting. I wake up, the recorder playing my laugh, then a deep, It takes all forever, fading into the orchestra's echo. I'm stuck. The hall's the same, the piano humming, the partitura open, my hand writing on its back. Ever hear a sound that ain't supposed to be there? The loop starts over, the shadows laugh filling the room, the whisper, "Finish it," pulling me back. I don't know if I'm Vincent or Marwood, but I'm here, and I ain't leaving. If you've ever felt a sound take over like it's rewriting your reality, tell me. Because I need to know I ain't alone, even if I'm just an echo now.